past is like armor. I cannot take it off. No matter how many times you tell me the war is over. Jessica Katoff. Post-traumatic stress disorder affects millions a year. Even though PTSD sounds debilitating, we will rise above it. Just you wait. PTSD and its symptoms, treatments, and my own personal stories sometimes makes people human. But what is PTSD? You may ask yourselves. PTSD is a mental illness triggered from events like war, accidents, and any sorts of abuse. When people think of PTSD, they think of flashbacks and panic attacks and nightmares. Those three symptoms are what's most commonly thought, but there are more symptoms than that that are usually skimmed over. Like avoiding certain places, things, or activities, having memory loss after the event, feeling empty or numb emotionally, the overwhelming feeling of guilt and shame, also sensitivity to loud booms, crashes, and other noises that set off memories or panic attacks. That is from the Mayo Clinic, paragraphs 1 through 4. PTSD is not strictly an adult's battle. It also affects the development of children. They can lose the ability to talk. They can wet the bed after learning how to use the restroom. And they can replay the event through the way of play. When people think about PTSD, they think of soldiers. But this is more than a soldier's battle. 8 people out of 100 get diagnosed with PTSD a year. Women are more likely to develop PTSD than men. Developing PTSD doesn't have to be from a traumatic event. It can be from a dramatic loss of a loved one or from watching a loved one or a friend be hurt. PTSD also affects millions a year. Not just those who suffer from the disorder, but their families also. This disorder may tear apart lives, but with the support of family and friends, the sun will definitely shine on them again. The road of recovery for PTSD is a long, winding road. Like any mental illness, you'll have your ups and downs. But PTSD is like an egg of fear, where the shell simply can't be broken on your own. But the shell breaking isn't the easy part. Just get medicine. Just go talk to somebody about it. Getting over PTSD is a trial and error process. It is a mixture of medications and talk therapies, even a couple of support groups. Support groups are especially helpful because if you are all there for the specific trauma, you can grow and heal together. But also, one-on-one talks are extremely good too, because they can help you get comfort skills, show you how to deal with your triggers differently, and even help with anger issues. Along with talking to somebody about a traumatic event, along with thinking about medication, going to a trained health professional for the right medication to calm down your symptoms is also key. Wanting help is hard, especially when you're tired of living. No one can make you get help. Getting better is truly up to you. It's more of a mental thing. But if you're sick and tired of being afraid, useless, and almost gone, talk to somebody. Go to a doctor, see what they can do. Go see a therapist, take the medicine. Do whatever it takes for you to be human again. Hi, my name is Vera McRoberts, and I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I've had post-traumatic stress disorder since I was 9 years old. From the ages of 5 to 8, I was abused by the only father I know. Okay. That is my father. I never realized it was abuse. I thought it happened to everyone at one point. It wasn't just me, though. It was my mother, and my 2 sisters. I watched it happen to them, and they saw it happen to me. After my stepfather, who adopted me, and my mother divorced, I was confused and angry, but mostly terrified, because I never feel safe anywhere I go. Since he is technically my father, he must know where I live till I turn 25 years old. But just this year, I felt safe enough to talk to my family, my teachers, and my great therapist, Teresa. Also, I learned how to get over the terrifying fact of slamming doors, loud, angry yelling, and the overwhelming feeling of shame. But with help, medicine, and a great support system, I got over it. And using my skills, I feel like I can help others who are going through the same thing get over it too. The war is over. Take off your armor. Though the symptoms and treatments might seem terrifying, you can do it. I believe in you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's give her a round of applause.